Hi, this is day 5 of the 30-day challenge, where we can go into looking at self-beliefs and changing things in our lives to feel better about ourselves. So it's a 30-day free program to guide you into personal growth and spiritual transformation. My name is Arnie Peterson from Awareness and Health, and I'm a hypnotherapist, an energy healer, and a mindfulness spiritual guide and teacher. Now, negative thoughts are connected to our self-beliefs. So if we have a lot of negative thoughts and we're judging things and we're not feeling good about things, we're looking at things very negatively, that's actually telling us, that's a sign that we have some negative beliefs in our subconscious mind about how we view ourselves and how we view the world. And on the last day, we looked at day 4, we looked at some negative beliefs there, some core negative beliefs of feeling that we're a bad person, feeling unworthy, feeling we're not good enough. These all come from things like, for example, not feeling supported through our feelings when we're younger, or perhaps we were abused in some way. We were not supported in being what we need. We weren't supported through our needs. And in that, we ended up taking on a feeling that there was something wrong with us, because if there was not something wrong with us, we would have been supported through that. So we start to believe we're not good enough. Okay, and we're not worthy of being supported to be who we are, and feeling not good enough, it ends up triggering a subconscious coping mechanism in our mind. So we cope and we adjust and modify. We forego who we really are and let go of that person, and we do our best to fit in, to not get into trouble, or maybe we go the other way and rebel, but we put on a coping system, a subpersonality to cope through a situation. And when we're coping, interesting, coping says that life is threatening. That sends a message to our mind that life is actually threatening. Because if life wasn't threatening, we wouldn't have to cope and pretend we were something that we were not. We're actually coping through something, through a threat in life. And so what happens with that, when there's a threat, a perceived threat of any kind, that triggers fight or flight. That triggers the sympathetic nervous system. And what happens is, with that, part of that, really it's about survival and coping. And our conscious or our subconscious mind, it starts worrying and looking for things that could happen. It starts to look for a threat, and it starts to have fretful thinking. And that's why we end up with negative thoughts, because our mind starts looking for the possibility of a threat. Where could a problem happen? And that's where a lot of anxiety and stress comes from, because we're stuck in fight or flight. So it's really helpful to question these thoughts in our mind, question these beliefs, and really look at where are they coming from, and ways to let them go, and to bring new supportive self-beliefs in that support where we are now and where we want to go in life. Because if they're left unresolved, these negative thoughts become judgmental programs inside of ourselves, and they're really just a reflection of things that happened long ago. And so, to clean the debris off the window of our perception filters, how we view ourselves and how we view the world, it's really helpful to question this stuff. So the awareness practice that we did earlier, than some of the earlier videos, just connecting with our body, that's the foundation that we need. That's the structure, the foundation that'll hold us into our center. So as we breathe, we feel the feeling sensations in our body, feeling the breathing, just connecting, grounding. We're able to start centering and find homeostasis, finding our natural set point of just being here, grounded in the moment. That'll actually help turn off fight or flight and help us be calm and comfortable in the moment more so. And then as we do that, we're grounded. And when we focus on our breathing, we'll notice we get pulled away in thoughts. As we're pulled away in thoughts, what happens is we notice that, bring ourselves back into our body. And pretty soon we start creating distance between our thoughts and ourselves. Because our thoughts are in our head, it seems like it's ourself. We don't really question them. And so our negative thoughts end up pretty much controlling our life experience, because we look at everything through these negative thoughts and we believe everything our thoughts say. So I want to leave you with some questions that'll really help to peel off the layers of the onion of these untruths, these old beliefs from the past, because they're not true. They're just beliefs that we took on with these assumptions that we were a bad person, but that's not true. We're not a bad person, and when we start peeling these layers off, we start seeing the light of who we really are. So the first question is, what are the thoughts you think about? You commonly think about yourself and the world and other people. Write that out, the kind of things you think about. Okay, and do these thoughts feel good? Do they support you to feel good about yourself, enthusiastic or happy to go out in life and do things? Or are they not very supportive? It's really good to just notice that, to get to the truth of what your thoughts are like. And if your thoughts are negative, contemplate, why is it you allow yourself to focus on thoughts and behaviors that make you feel bad about yourself or judge the world or other people? If that is happening, it's really good to just take a look at that. Why do I do that? Because we really should question our thoughts. When we have thoughts that make us don't feel good, it's really important to ground ourselves back into our body, center. That we can come from that place and then start to look at our thoughts and go, really, is that so? Where is this coming from? What's the proof? And pretty soon we can start breaking our thoughts apart, breaking them down and seeing that they're just automatic old records. We can actually take the record off, we can put another record on when we realize these are just records from the past, old programs that were meant and created to help us cope through things. But life has changed, life is very, very different, and our subconscious mind has no concept of time. So 20 years ago, our subconscious could be running the same program, thinking the same threat is happening in life right now. It doesn't mean it's so. It's really helpful to question this. So these questions will help you. So down below, and in a little bit, when you go down below and click and go to my website, if you're watching off my site, you'll be able to see all the videos in a row, the ones that are made so far. And when the whole series is done, you can go back and go through them all. And the questions will be there as well for you to go through them again, so you don't have to watch the video to go through the questions one more time. And so my name is Arnie Peterson, and I really hope you enjoyed this video and you get a lot from it. And I really look forward to seeing you tomorrow in the next video.